This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Friday night. It's Friday night. I thought tonight I'd just do a little relaxing. I caught up on a lot of things this morning. I made a card for Lena. I got my owl envelope done. I got my beaver done. I got my tassels finished. I'm ready to relax. And I thought I'd spend some time chatting with whoever comes in. I hope that you've had and are having a nice St. Patrick's Day. So, yeah, I'm just going to. I have a stack of magazines here. I thought I would fussy cut out of magazines. And let's put my owl and beaver over here. And let's look at some magazines. Let me get out here to chat. And welcome whoever's coming in. I've got one person out there. Welcome, welcome, whoever's up in the balcony. Let's see. Let me set my live chat on. And set my quality. Advanced 720. There you all are. Hi, Becky. I enjoyed watching you do your envelope journal, Becky. I was going to join in, but I am so backed up. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome, welcome. And Becky, I sure hope you do decide to open a room on Fridays. I miss coming in and chatting with y'all. How are y'all doing? I watched your last video, Becky, your video where you showed your basket. Very nice. Very nice. You have a knack for finding that yarn. And I didn't realize that Hobby Lobby had a sale going on their yarn. I don't know if I can get up there or not. Keisha's on tonight, but I've kind of spent my budget over at Keisha's. So, and you said that, by the time you got there, it was pretty well picked over, and I'm afraid that that's what it's going to be with me. You started another corner-to-corner Afghan. Well, I brought in the snow study Afghan to show you guys that I'm working on. This is Crochet Crowd. And I think this is the study that he did for the Christmas one. But I'm liking it. It's not corner to corner, but it's a continuous square. And it's all these different stitches. I'm working on the crossed one now. I just have this much left to do of that crossed, double stitch crossed one. But this one's coming out nice. I like, you can't tell because of the way I have things on my desk. But I like how it's much flatter. I still have to learn how to make squares that are nice and flat and match up with each other. I know, I think Mikey is very mathematical because, he's very precise on the number of counts that he gets. And I'm not that precise. I don't make sure that, and so sometimes I get gaps and I have to compensate for gaps in that. But this one is turning out nice. And to this point here, where you see this ball, is about the center. So the other half, and this is just about to the corner over here. I've got maybe about 2 feet square, 2 foot square done on it. And I'm on my second ball of yarn, and I have this much left in it. So it's really, I think I got 4 balls of white. I might have to get a couple more because I do want it to be fairly large. I don't want it to be a lap one. I don't want it to be a bedspread either. Set over the back of a recliner. So I've been working on that. Who else came in? Welcome to everybody up in the balcony. Hi, Joyce Boring. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you come in here, and Angie's here. Hi, Angie. I think Angie just came in to say, Becky said she's crochet crazy. Well, you're very good at it, Becky. You should do what you enjoy. Do what you enjoy. Joyce says, I've been crocheting gnomes. I've done 5 of them so far. Oh, wow, Joyce. I'll bet they're cute. Hi, Teresa. Angie said, I just came in to say hi, Mary. I have to go. Yeah, Angie's cheerleading over at Keisha's tonight. Keisha's selling tonight, but I spent my budget. I've spent my budget at Keisha's. I've got to stay away the rest of the weekend because I can't buy anymore. Joyce, did you see Premier Yarns just released a free gnome pattern today? Oh, really? Ooh, Becky, do you have a link to that? I'd love to see the link to it. Joyce, there's a free gnome pattern out there. I thought it was made by Pam, but it must have been Stitch It Pam, who did a crochet shamrock pattern. And they dropped the link to it in my morning chat, and I thought it was made by Pam, but she said, no, that wasn't me. So I need to go out there, and I want to do it because I want to do it for my March Stitch With Me 2023. It's a repeat, and I'm trying to make the shamrock in several different styles of needlework. Where's the... Let me go find it. Okay, Becky, thank you. Hi, Pam. Yeah, Pam, I thought it was you that did that shamrock. It was another Pam. We got Pams and Beckys and Marys and Joyces and all over the place. Hi, Allie Kay. Oh, there it is. Let me grab this and look at it here. While I'm looking for my... See here. I gotta heal this here. It's all torn. Well, welcome. I hope everybody is having a good Friday. The weekend's around the corner. What kind of a weekend are you guys gonna have? What kind of a weekend are you going to have? Weather-wise, is it gonna be nice? I think we're still having some chilly weather here. No, I got an ad. Oh, he's cute. Look at that little fella. Are you going to crochet him, Becky? You could just do the hat, the nose, and the tummy and still come out with a cute little gnome. That's probably all I would get done. But I think I'm going to work on my shamrock, and I still have the stitching to do for my March Stitch With Me. Let me go back to chat here. And I have to refresh everything. And I think my quality's still good. Yeah. It's raining where Becky is. Oh my goodness. Well, those rainy days are nice. You can stay in and play. Becky said, I had the heat on this morning and the air conditioner this afternoon. Oh, dear me. You printed the gnome pattern off. Okay. Very cool. Allie Kay is here. Hi, Allie Kay. Pam, Joyce, Becky, Angie popped in for a minute. It's good to see you all on a Friday night. And hello to everybody up in the balcony who's just kind of enjoying their Friday afternoon upstairs in the balcony. That's fine. Saturday it's going to be 26, and on Sunday it's going to be 40. Now Allie Kay is up north. So I really, I did a lot of art this morning. I don't feel like doing a lot of art. I might do some collage. I got magazines at the library, and well, these got mixed in. These are children's magazines, I think. I might save those and take them back or something. I don't really care for those. Country magazines, a whole stack of country. But what I like are like the cottages. The ones I like are down at the bottom here. The cottages. Let's move these country ones. I'll come back to the, although that's a pretty cool lighthouse. Allie K, big temperature change this weekend. For good or bad? I mean, for warm or cold. Cottages. Cottage. HGTV, I like those. BHG. Farmhouse, I like the farmhouse. These are country sampler farmhouse. And cottages. And I thought I'd do some fussy cutting. Actual fussy cutting. I got a Magnolia. I think this is about the third magazine I've got of this issue. So let's take the HGTV, and sort them out. And let's look at the farmhouse and the cottages, because those are the ones I really enjoy. I had a laugh. I did watch Barb Owen a little this afternoon, and she was decoupaging a box. And I had a laugh at her because she said, I'm not into all that lacy stuff. And I'm going, oh, okay. I guess maybe shabby chic isn't her style. And Rhonda was going, keep it simple, Barb, keep it simple. And Barb says, yes, I'm going to keep it simple. But I liked what she did. She was decoupaging tissue paper on a wooden box. Let me, my video is frozen. Is anybody else frozen? Hi, Chris. How are you feeling? Are you feeling any better? My video is frozen. There you go. Of course, now I'm way behind. Let me get on the red dot. There we go. How are you feeling, Chris? Chris hasn't been feeling too good lately. Becky said Saturday 63 and Sunday 51. Well, see, that's nice temperature for us. Allie K, no freeze. Well, that's good. Chris says she's feeling better, but she's tired. Well, Becky and I know what you mean by tired. Although I have, I didn't want to fall asleep today. I fell asleep. I couldn't. I mean, I struggled to keep my eyes open. Man, they just went shut. I maybe slept for an hour or two. I didn't want to. I'm trying not to sleep during the day, but that's kind of hard. Oh, look at, see, there's a big old fluffy blanket crocheted. Becky? That's pretty cool. That's that looks like crochet with that big fat yarn. I haven't got any of that big fat yarn. I just don't buy it because it's one ply. Of course, we treat our yarn as one ply anyway, but and I don't know. Ooh, look at that old piano. Let's tear. I'm gonna do some fussy cutting. I kind of like shabby chic. See, I like this area here with all those white. Less is more. Meri, somebody should tell Meri. Less is more. Choose a large patterned wallpaper mural, or for a small space, it really works. I don't know. And see, and I love the old buildings. Ooh, that's cool. I like that, but I would be putting shelves in there. I couldn't, though they got a rod up there, but that's for a closet. I would use it as a bookcase. There's some hoops or fixtures, I guess they are. Cozy in the countryside. Brenda, hi Brenda. She says we're at 41 right now. 21 by morning. Cold again until next week with highs returning to mid-60s. Makes last week in the low 80s seem like it never happened. A false spring. Yeah, we had a nice spring last Tuesday, but and kind of on Wednesday, but it was awfully windy here. You know, the Midwest gets kind of windy. Is this a cottage? Yeah, this is a cottage magazine. So this is a lot of home decor. I do like to look at them, but as far as fussy cut stuff, unless you like tables and chairs and cupboards and shelves. Now I do like the copper and this chair. I like this Cape Cod. A Cape Cod building. Let's tear this one out. I might do a collage. Now this is not create a scene with a zine because this isn't, I'm going to keep this magazine around after I Project House 2021, the big reveal. And here it is. Ooh, I like what they did there. Looks like a needle point. Oh, and look at all that crochet. There's a crochet bedspread there and all that lace and shabby chic. Well, like I said, when you look at the home decor magazines, you have to be happy looking for the case for baskets. You have to be happy looking at beds and counters and home decor. I like that window. And I like those hats. Let's tear both of these out. I might do a collage. I'm feeling a Dee Dee collage page coming on. Allie K says there's no freeze here. Chris says she's feeling better but tired. Thank you for asking. Oh, I think I'm caught up with chat. I do like the farmhouse magazines. Becky says I had to remove my blog list from my blog since one of the blogs had a huge picture that covered my blog post. Really? Huh. Just be kind. Fall in love with our brand, Shop Tees, Home Decor. Now, see, I like this stuff. All of these pictures. Let's see what else is in here. This is a lot of home decor, though. I'm wanting something different. Maybe I'll go back to those country magazines. I'm not into this tonight. Garden. Wow. I'm just not into all the... Oh, but look, I'm seeing a lot of crochet and knitting and stuff like that in these decorator magazines. So it's a thing. It's a thing. Oh, I like that old clock on the counter. Let's pull that out. For the love of a farmhouse. Yep, that's about how they look in Nebraska. And here's the garden stuff. Do-it-yourself farmhouse. Petal Power. Flowers. Pretty soon the daffodils will be shooting out. Let's see. I just don't think these are going to be my, maybe the Better Home and Garden, but I think I'm going to go back to the country and maybe get out a history book. This is Christmas. No. More cottage. These aren't exciting me at all tonight. I'm not into them. Let's see. What did I do with the country magazines? Here, I don't know if I'll do this tonight or not. Let's look at this. I feel like fussy cutting, but I have to find something cool to fussy cut. Becky said, my sister couldn't see my whole chicken pie recipe. Yeah, crochet is in, isn't it? It's not just for little ladies. See, I've got a lot of things already fussy cut here that I could use. Oh, and you know what I think I want to do? I wonder, what did I do with that book? That little book that I made. Where is it? Here. My little tea bag journal. Let's untie this. I think I would like to find pictures. Of course, I knock them off with my hand. You know, like, and like I could split these. Let's save some of these out. Let's save this one out. And look, these look like those. Now, these do not look like telephone. These are Western Union ladies. I'm reading that book, Switchboard Sisters, who are telephone operators during World War I. But these would be cool in here. Let's save it out. Let's see what else I have. I want little pictures. Insurance. This is too big. Here's a poster and another one. I think I'm going to fill my little book here. Around the World with Nellie. Here's a football player, Wisconsin. On Wisconsin. Hallie K. And some of these are too big. But some of them would be kind of cool if I cut them down a little. I don't know about that one. And an eagle. And some of them are, you know, just the edge of, I saved the text because I thought I would want text, but this might be kind of cool. I'm not even sure what they are. They look like bearded men by a pyramid. Theater of the Mind. We might do some blue booking in my little mini journal here, my little tea bag journal. This is cool. I like that picture. All right, let's see what else I have here. Let's pull out some. See, these little pictures would go real good in there. And yeah, let's just pull out this. Oh, I don't know if I want to pull these out, though. I want to save those. So I'll pull this out. And some of these smaller ones would go good in there. That little guy would. And he would. Where's my scissors? I'm going to get this little guy here. My brother's coughing in there. I think this is the Roosevelt family. No. Doesn't say which family it is. It says Leonard Dakin photographed his extended family at a summer reunion. So whoever he might be. Let me turn this. And I'll trim this up when I put it in there. Let me grab some little pictures here. I probably have enough right now, but I just love these old photographs. Now we're getting into colonial, a Valentine. Here's, this one's cool up here. This is Tokens of Affection. That's kind of cool. Let's grab him. This is Elisha Buchanan. Above sat for his miniature likeness in 1840. We're gonna cut him out and put him in my blue book here, my little mini journal. Here's another one, a White House wedding. Grover Cleveland, I think, his wife, but I don't want to destroy those. What else is going on? Hi, Chaz. Welcome, Chaz. Hi, Shannon. Welcome, welcome to both of you. Thanks for popping in. Chaz says, hi, Meri and all the fabulous fibs. Aren't they fabulous, Chaz? I tell you, I just enjoy you all. I enjoy you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just playing in my little tea bag journal tonight. I wanted to do some fussy cutting out of those cottage magazines, but there was a lot of home decor, bedspreads and counters and that, and I'm just not feeling it tonight. Western Union. This is a very popular Victorian passion for prudery was less than universal. Some were so straight-laced that they clothed naked panel legs in frilled pantalets. But others frankly delighted in illustrations of scantily clad, generously proportioned women performing acrobatic feats. So I don't think they're so scantily clad in today's standards. Today's standards, they'd be okay. Now, let's put these up here. I'm just grabbing little pictures. Here's another one. Believing that if a Victoria could rule England, it was time for one to rule the United States, Woodhull declared herself a presidential candidate in 1872. Woodhull. She declared herself a candidate, even though in 1872 women didn't even have the right to vote. Dealing with death. These are all mourning lines of descent. A bang out bash. This is cool here. Maybe I can get some things off of here. Looks like she's cooking in the kitchen stove there. Food and drink. I'm going to take this out. I probably have enough, but I'm just going to pull. Do I need to zoom out, or let me zoom out just a teeny bit? Well, see, I see it okay. Well, I see pretty much the whole book here. I just needed to move it over a little. Here's a lady eliminating the guesswork in recipes. Fanny Farmer ensured both novice and experienced chefs the perfect results, and consequently earned herself the monkier, the name, mother of the level measurements, measuring up with Fanny Farmer. I didn't know that. This is interesting stuff. Like most Victorian ladies, Fanny Farmer always carried a fresh handkerchief. But unlike the others, she used hers to carry tidbits of tasty dishes out of restaurants so that she could analyze the recipes at home. I know my mother worked in a cafeteria, and she would tell about this cook, this lady that she worked for, and boy, I'll tell you, if you passed on her recipe, you were in trouble. I remember my mom telling that story. A graduate of Boston cooking school in the 1880s, Farmer objected to the casual way that the cookbooks of her day listed recipe measurements. A nut of butter, they might suggest, or perhaps a handful of flour, a pinch of salt, a glass of wine. Farmer fervently believed in bringing a laboratory-like precision to the kitchen. Scientific cookery, she preached, means the elevation of the human race. Wow, how cool. Brenda says, my mom gave it to me. What did your mom give you? I will be hiding in the back crocheting a blanket. Oh, Shannon, your blanket that you're working on for your mother is really nice. Have you finished it? You said you were almost done. Brenda said, my 95-year-old aunt sent my mom a crochet doily piece that's framed, and that my great-grandmother did in the late 50s for the Texas State Fair. How cool is that, Brenda? Becky said, Shannon, I checked out your package, passed through Canada Customs, and it's on its way to you. So, Shannon, you're going to get mail. You're going to get some mail. Whoops, I hope I didn't put anybody, and it doesn't look like I did it. Shannon's here, Chaz is here, Joyce is here. Sharon Lombard, hi Sharon. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you join us on a Friday night. I hope that you are all having a happy Thanksgiving. I called today Thanksgiving all day long. St. Patrick's Day, not Thanksgiving, Mary. Oh, dear me. I don't know where the word Thanksgiving, it just rolls right off of my tongue. Sharon's here. Welcome, Sharon. Shannon said, I finished my mom's Afghan, and I'm making a big one for my daughter. Oh, that's so cool. Brenda says, she's talking about the doily she has. She says, my mom gave it to me. I'll post a picture of it later. It's in the trunk because after bringing in the groceries, I didn't want to go back and down and ramp together, go back down the ramp to get it. Very cool. Very cool. When you have something like that, I keep that article about Fanny Farmer. I'm enjoying reading this. That's the thing when you do fussy cutting, especially out of books, especially if you enjoy history. If you enjoy history, you're in trouble because you want to stop and read everything. Oops. All-time favorite. Candy-coated popcorn and peanuts and a prize. Cracker Jacks. We can grab that Cracker Jacks. And the Barnum Animals, but that would have to be turned. Let's get the Cracker Jacks picked out here. This will fit nice. Spam, Spice of Life. The must-have Oreo sandwich for dessert. Oreo. Look. And they got the little cookie that could, and they got it on a grid here. Reverse and repeat all detail. Foreign foods from next door. It says. America's sweetest success stories. And we're talking ice cream, you scream, y'all. Look at all this. This is a darling picture. I just love these type of pictures. Look at this. All those little kids sitting on the curb eating their ice cream cones. I just love it. I might do a drawing of that. I'm going to keep it out. Here's a Coke bottle. What's on the back? eating on the run. We're not. I think I'd rather have the Coke bottle. See if that'll fit in. I think I have more than one of these Glorious Century books. This is our Glorious Century book. I tore it apart because I think this will make a really nice, it's about 10 by 10. I think this will make a really nice desk journal, which I need to bind my February and work in March, but I'm having too much fun doing this. I might put this in a pocket in my desk journal, make it a little add-in, because I am working on it. So, but I can go back through all this stuff and find more fussy cuts later. I'm just picking out stuff that appeals to me for, see, I know I've seen this building before. I think I'd fussy cut this book before, a long time ago. These history books are getting harder and harder to find. Here's one. I like this. In Life as Depicted by John Lewis Kimmel, The Village Tavern. It's a tavern. Ollie's Inn. The Village Tavern was a lively crossroads where travelers and locals exchanged news. That's what they're doing there. They're exchanging news, having a party. Tavern signs often announced the owner's sentiments as well as his occupation. A. Holly, it's A. Holly, above, proclaimed his loyalty to the new union by depicting a lion, a symbol of England, in chains. So, well, we won't tell Janet Nash that A. Holly put the lion in chains. That would not be very nice in today's world. We like our British friends. On the Trail with Lizzie and Mo. I kind of like Lizzie here. And I kind of like this. What's on the back? Now, we're going to take both of these. Let's cut Lizzie out. I probably have enough right now. But I'll get all these little things that appeal to me. And then I'm just going to collage them in. I might do some watercolor on those pages. Splatter some water. They're tea bags. So they're really thin. And I think by splattering some watercolor on them would be fun. And some of them are pretty cool if you get it up close and see it. Well, I can't find any right now. Here, this is pretty cool. Not an echo print, but a T print. And this one did not get bound in there. We'll save that out. Sometimes I don't get everything bound in when I'm doing something like this, but that's Meri. Ooh, and these are cool. See, I just love these old pictures and old houses and Thomas Jefferson's Perfect Hideaway. The graceful north entrance of Poplar Forest above set the stage for the harmony of an interior cozy ring of octagonal rooms. Every room was an octagon except for the south portico. And the northeast was split, the northeast room, and northeast and northwest was split. But these are octagons. Well, the dining room is square. Very cool. Octagon house. Hi, Sherry Van. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome. Cheryl says she's all good. Sherry said, I hope you're all well. And Cheryl said, all is good. What else is going on? Who else did I miss? Joy just came in. Sharon Lombard is here. Chaz says, Meri, these kids with the ice cream are so cute, aren't they? I saved them out. I might draw them in one of my, my big book. I don't have any kids. This would be fun to do a big 2-page layout. Ice cream, you scream for ice cream. Dipped in chocolate, baked in crust, popped on sticks, or straight from the cone. The cool richness of ice cream delights kids of all ages. It sure does. Those used to be nickel ice cream cones in my day. Now they're $1.80 for a single scoop. Now, let's see. We're getting into a little bit of travel here, I think. A circus with Jumbo. The rip-roaring role of a lifetime. Performing the role of Rip Van Winkle for nearly 40 years, Joseph Jefferson embodied the fictional character for generations of Americans. Jenny Lind. Let's cut Jenny Lind's little poster out here. Here she is here. She's pretty. I might cut all of her out, and I might use her on a card or something. Jenny Lind. Now, Keisha's Marketplace is on tonight. I spent all my money already, so I can't go in there anymore until next month. Until next month. I'm so sorry, Keisha, but I got a really, I can't wait to get that book. It's a book, it's a published book, but it's a family genealogy, and it's got letters, and oh, I can't wait to get it. What else did I get? I got some of Amanda's, I'm going to use for my April desk journal. Amanda's art. She does all this, I guess it's digital art, but you can buy it in paper form, which I like because I don't have a printer set up. I'm still bad. Oh, I love these pictures. Mind map should go in the bumpy road to self-knowledge. That should go in my Society of Ideal Collectors. Here's a cute picture of a lady riding a bicycle. Looks like they're dunking him head first in water. An illustrated book detailing the techniques of hydropathy, showing a gentle rinsing bath, a lampoon of the cure above portrayed a head bath as far less a soothing affair. This must be what is he doing there? Ew! Let's take this one here. This is a trio of tricksters. The somber, sedate Fox sisters launched a national-wide craze for spiritualism. Well, we're not so interested in that, but I like their picture. And I like this. See, these are small pictures. I think they'll fit in my... Rolling into Wrinklemania. Arlene was a roller skate person in her younger days. She sent me a photo, you guys, because my brother worked for the Rolling Skater Rink of America. They're based out of Lincoln. And when he was younger, he was a photographer for the magazine that they put out, the National Roller Skating Rink of America stuff, and a Roller Skaters Association, whatever. And she sent me a picture of her and her brother. And let me tell you, that Arlene is a pretty lady. Let me tell you, she's pretty. I like this picture. They're on roller skates. And hey, look at these roller skates. These are huge. Let's take this out. I might do something with it. This is ice skates here, but I might do something with this. Roller skating. And Arlene goes, nah. I'm going, you're a pretty lady, Arlene. And when you're a looker when you're young, you're still a looker when you're older. Look at the little Cupid doll. I don't know, will that fit in here? It will. And a corset. Let's take this whole page out. I'll bet she's still got some good looks. I was not a looker. I'm not unhappy with me, but I was when I was younger. I always wanted to be prettier. The dolls that traveled in style. This is all. What's this? In early advertising above, Levi Strauss jeans. Oh, I gotta cut this out. Yeah. Let's cut here and here. These two little ones will fit in a pair of Levi Strauss jeans. There's just so much to see in these history books. And there's just so much. And for glue booking, if you love history, and I love history. And here's an early school, a home school. They called them the DAME, Dame School. Many American women turned her home into a dame school, a madame. I don't want to call it a damn school, but I'll bet you some of the students might have. I'm calling it a dame. Turned her home into a school where children were taught to read, if not to behave. Probably few such classrooms were as spacious and well equipped as this early 19th century parlor. But there's all those kids at school in the parlor. Very cool. School days. Not just your little red schoolhouse. Here's another schoolhouse. They're all at school here. Licking and learning. Licking and learning. Got a little licking there. Oh, is he getting a licking? I'm not sure what's going on up there. I know when I was a youngster and riding on the school bus, we got a little rowdy right behind the bus driver, which was a mistake. We were just passing freckles off to each other. You know, we were kids, we were playing, we were taking the freckles off their face and our face and, you know, throwing them on somebody else, taking our freckles off, and they would throw them back. You know how kids get. We were getting a little rowdy, and the bus driver tried to get us to settle down, and we didn't, and we got sent to the principal office. I can remember the principal. Look at this beautiful calligraphy dove. Isn't that beautiful work? In search of the perfect script. I didn't get a spanking, but I got threatened with one. He got the paddle out, and I looked at it, and my eyes must have gotten pretty big because he laughed. I can still see him laughing at me. Don't spank me. I'll be good. I'll never pass my freckles anymore. I'll keep them on my face. I didn't have freckles on my face. I have little age spots on my hands, little, I guess you could call them freckles, but that was as naughty as I got in school. It was on the school bus, and I probably didn't even start it. I was just defending myself. But we got a little rowdy. Danny Danielson. We all like Danny, our bus driver. Let's go down. Let me refresh chat. Live chat, top chat, live chat. That's how I refresh it. Allie K says, I had to get rid of my kid roller blades when I outgrew them. I'd love to learn again, but this time maybe the four-wheeled roller skates. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know. I'd be afraid I'd fall at this point in my life, but I've been tempted. Every now and then I see a bicycle for sale. And boy, I was tempted to get one because I used to ride the bicycle, even in college. I didn't have a car my first few years of college. I either walked or rode a bicycle. I can remember, I wouldn't ride a bicycle in Lincoln in today's world, but man, I can remember riding out to Pioneer Park on Southwest Lincoln. Man, that was a bike ride. You know, and that was our transportation back then, was bicycle. I'm lagging here. Hold on, let me get my on the red dot. There I am. Sharon says, I'll be right back. Chaz says, I'm not sure I could stay upright on skates these days. I'm not sure I could either. But we did go to the roller skating rink. Probably in my junior high and high school days, we went roller skating on the wood floor, and the music would play, and we'd go around and around and around. I could never do all the fancy roller skate tricks, but I could roller skate around and around. That's about all I could do. What did Allie K say up above? Let's just see. Oh, that's what she was talking about. Brenda says, single scoop is always $1. As taxes have gone up, the price goes down so that when the tax is added, it's $1 on the nose. When I moved here, a single scoop was 94 cents plus tax. Now it's 91 cents plus tax. Wow, that's cool. Ice cream here costs a lot more than that. Like I'll buy a medium ice cream cone at the Dairy Queen. I don't go there much anymore because it's like $3.83 for a medium-sized ice cream cone. And well, you're paying for the privilege of a soft serve ice cream cone that's been all dished up for you. But I can almost make that make it at home. I like to make it at home, homemade ice cream. And my brother likes it. You know, you have to buy the whipping cream, and you have to buy the whipping cream, and we put condensed milk in it and whip it up in the, you don't whip it too much, but you stir it all up in the mixer and freeze it. And it's pretty good. But for a while there, we didn't. Now my brother buys his ice cream down at the grocery store, but for a while there, we didn't have a grocery store. So now he buys his ice cream at, he likes to give him some business. He appreciates that grocery store in town. And I do too. Oh. Farm Journal. Cute. Oregon girl. That reminds me of Lucia, Oregon girl. Lucia said hello to me. Was it on Facebook or on a comment on the video? I can't remember. But it was nice to see Lucia. Or was it in chat today? I can't remember. Oh, look, it's riding a chicken. Riding a donkey. Seeing is believing. I'm just looking for little pictures here. Another city life. A dream in the desert. I kind of like that lamppost. Read all about it, little newspaper boy. Let's grab him. Let's tear it out. There's a moving day in May on the back. Let's get this little newspaper boy. I probably have enough. I'm only going to be on until 10 tonight. I'm going to try to get to bed. I haven't told Jamie yet. I tried to, but Facebook had to do an update. The messenger had to do an update right when I was trying to message Jamie. Jamie has an open collab on Sunday, and the theme is Inside Out. And rather than do a video, I think I'm going to come on real early and do a live stream. I like to keep my Sundays kind of relatively free in the mornings. But if I get up at 4:30, I can, just do a short video. I know what I'm going to do. And I might do a video. I haven't told her yet. A live stream this month. Annie Oakley. I'm going to grab her. See if I can't get in there. Oh, I'm cutting it. Well, that's okay. How far down do I have to go? Ow. I should just take it apart, but I think this was a picture in our cowgirl journal. I love these history books. I'll tell you, they have so many cool images. So many cool images. I love history. I can't retain a lot of it. I don't retain a lot. So sometimes I say things that are wrong. Think I know what I'm talking about and I don't. But I love to read about it. Got too many things going on in my head. Ding dong, Avon calling. Clad in a long dress, hat, and gloves, Mrs. P.F.E. Albee set the standard for friendly responsibility from Avon ladies. Oh my goodness. Peddling books door to door in the late 1870s, David McConnell found a surefire way to make himself more welcome as he traveled his rounds throughout the East. On each stop, the young pinch man gave his customers, mostly women, a small vial of perfume that he had concocted in exchange for their time. Much to his surprise, on the return trips, he discovered that his perfume was more in demand than his books. So in 1886, McConnell gave up book selling and created the Little Dot perfume set. 5 home-brewed floral fragrances in little bottles, and launched a business of his own. Operating out of a room scarcely larger than an ordinary kitchen pantry in New York City with his wife as the sole assistant, he was the bookkeeper, cashier, correspondent, shipping clerk, office boy, and manufacturing chemist for the new enterprise, which he called the California Perfume Company. Soon, however, McConnell hired Mrs. P.F.E. Albee, a former colleague in the book business, to sell his product door to door. And when the New Hampshire widow took to the road, she sold not only the 5 fragrances, but also a new career option for women. Inspired by McConnell and encouraged by Albee, women responded enthusiastically to the newfound opportunity for flexible, respectable employment. Like the oak tree that became its symbol, McConnell's company grew from a small beginning into a mighty thing. In 1928, impressed by the resemblance of the countryside surrounding Shakespeare's home in England to that around his laboratory in Suffern, New York, McConnell dubbed the new product line Avon. And in 1950, the California Perfume Company became Avon Products, Inc. By the time the beauty products giant reached its centennial, some 40 million women across the nation and around the world worked as Avon ladies. How cool is that? The very first Avon lady. How cool is that? Mrs. P.F.E. Albee, A-L-B-E-E. Wow. Who is this? The Women of Iron. Well, I think I probably have enough. I'm going to stop here at Going Places. I'm almost through it, but I think I probably have enough. Let's take this and set it aside. And are these the pages I tore out? These are the ones I saved. I'm going to put those in here too. But these I'm going to save out. The little Cupid doll. And I was going to cut him out, I think. I'll have to cut that corset, but I think I want the Cupid. There's some more Cupies over there. The ice cream for ice cream. What is this? Oh, this is this. I'll decide later. I'm going to put it back. And then this table of contents has a lot of little pictures on it. Okay. So now, let me come out and look at chat again. I want to chat with you tonight. I want to chat. Let's refresh chat. I get so involved in what I'm doing. Cheryl says, hello, Kathy. Did Kathy come in? Hi, Kathy. Kelly Coquet. Welcome, welcome. She says, good evening, creative people. Cheryl's here. Chaz is here. Joyce is here. Allie K says, Mary, tomorrow is Saturday. Oh, what did I? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. But I think, I'm not sure why. What did I say? Tomorrow is Saturday, Mary. What are you making with these images, Mary? I'm going to put little images in this little tea bag journal. I think I'm going to put some watercolor on these, though, before I do that. I'm going to collage in my little tea bag journal, and that's what I was getting all of these out for. I felt like fussy cutting. Why, what did I say tomorrow? What was I talking about when you say tomorrow's Saturday? It's Sunday that I want to get up early and do the open collab with Jamie. Was that what I was talking about when you guys say tomorrow's Saturday? Did I say tomorrow? Let's see, what is Becky saying? Cheaper to get ice cream at the store. Yeah, if you buy and if you go to the right store too. Chaz said, I'm not sure I could stay upright on skates. Okay, I'm caught up to there. Cheryl says, I love ice skating, but I can't do it, but I love to watch. I do too. I love to watch those beautiful. I don't see how they can balance themselves and do all those twirls, and then they leap and they land, and I'm going, oh my goodness. You can always get the helmet and pads, Mary. Allie K said, our city had a roller rink until I was in the 4th grade. I loved it. Yeah. Brenda says, I got my daughter's bike about a month ago. I did okay. I was on flat ground. I couldn't take a hill. Yeah, I probably couldn't take a hill either. But I would love just to ride around town. I might still do that because I really need the exercise. I'm kind of keeping my eyes open, but you know, there's always maintaining the bike too. There was always maintaining it. All right, I'm going to put the fussy cuts there and the cuts here. Here's the little newspaper boy. And I really need my smaller scissors. I don't know what I did with them. Those aren't scissors. I don't want to run out there and... Are they in here by any chance? I'm looking. I should put that in the drawer. Here's the other pair of scissors. And another pair of scissors. But where are my small ones? I never hear when I want them. Oh, and did you guys see? I fell asleep, so I didn't see her do it. But Janet Nash was going to show how to put buttons on the edge of a journal page. And I'm going to go back and watch that. Because I got these buttons from a lady in Hastings on the Facebook Marketplace last week. Well, let's do these scissors. I need smaller scissors. I don't know what I did with them. I don't know why I'm always losing things. Maybe these might be better. I try to put them back. I don't always get it accomplished. fussy cut this little boy out. Newspaper boy. Becky's crocheting in the bleachers. Allie Kitty says she hasn't seen Lucia in a long time. Lucia, it was either in a comment on my video. It might have been on a comment on my video or a post. I'm not sure exactly where I saw her, but I saw her recently. She's gonna enjoy her new greenhouse. She got a greenhouse last year. She and Tanya both got greenhouses. I'm just hoping to keep the morning glories down and the sunflowers. I'm going to, when those sunflowers start popping up, I'm going to pull them out as soon as I can because they get so big and gosh, you almost need a chainsaw to whack them down. In fact, we did. And my brother's doesn't like to do it anymore. His back is bad, and I understand because I didn't exactly enjoy doing it either. So when those sunflowers start coming up, I'm going to pull them out while I still can. And even when they're little, they're not that easy to pull out. Cut your foot off. Don't cut off my foot. I need it to sell my newspapers. I've been enjoying those Nebraska history magazines. You know, there's just so much that you learn in school, and then you realize what you missed when you read these books, these magazines. Of course, back then, they were probably, well, they probably published back then, but there's a lot of history to Nebraska that I'm enjoying reading about. You get a sense of place. Read about your state. Read about the people who, of course, now those of you who are from back east, you've got a lot of history going on in your state because you got all the colonial times, and our state didn't become a state until what, the mid 1800s, before Nebraska became a state, Nebraska and Kansas. I don't remember the exact year, but it was in the 1800s. I have to look it up. Meri and her history. I don't retain a lot of it. That's why we have Google. That's why we have Google. Her hands comes out here. I don't know if I can get her hand. We'll have to deal with that when I put it in. It's riding a bicycle. I could have done that. I could have done that just in a square, but that's good enough. And these are those tricksters ladies. I don't know what made them trickster. I don't want to know. I just want their portrait. And here's a Coke bottle. Cheryl says, I can still hear the paper landing in the yard. I don't think we have such a thing anymore as a paper boy. Yeah, we lost our paper boy. We used to have a paper boy. He'd throw the paper out on the front porch. Now my brother, and this just happened in the last year, my brother has to go pick it up at the post office now. He loves his daily paper. But we lost our paper boy. It's not worth it for him to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and deliver papers anymore. They can't pay him. They can't pay him decent wages. The newspaper business is not what it used to be. I enjoy reading the daily paper. My brother pays a pretty penny for it, but he likes to scan the news, and he likes to work his my brother's a good crossword puzzle player. I'm not that good. He could outdo me at crossword puzzles. This is the lady that ran for president. Woodhull. Victoria Woodhull. No, that if a Victoria could run England, Woodhull, I don't know what her first name was, Woodhull, Hull. She ran for president. She declared herself a presidential candidate in 1872. I want to run the country. I'm tired of these men telling me what to do. If Queen Victoria can rule England, I can run America. I don't think I'd want that job, to tell you the truth. Not in today's world. Not in today's world. You get smashed on Twitter. Get smashed on Twitter anyway, but yeah, all that stuff going on. And this is Edison Mazda. These are some of that I already had fussy cut. Here's, I forget who he is, but I'm gonna cut him out here. And I'm not gonna cut the little ring. He's just gonna be a round circle here. I'm not gonna fussy it with that. And I should have saved some of the text. Oh well. I should do something in the background other than, I'll have to think about it. Here's the Cracker Jacks. This is kind of a conglomeration of things. There's no theme to it. They're just little pictures. That's the theme. Little pictures. I could save some of this text here. Family affairs, food and drink. I don't know if I could make it fit. This is the Cracker Jack people. Some of these are self-documenting, Cracker Jacks. I wanted to do something different tonight. I get so tired of doing the same old thing over and over. I want a paper newspaper, Mina says. Hi, Mina. It's good to see you. Becky said, newspapers are dying. News is online now. Yep. Well, the news, our local news, we kind of enjoy reading our local news. We don't know a lot of the people, but if something happens, like one of our malls, right across the street from Hobby Lobby. Now that's several miles away from us, but Hobby Lobby is where I go to Hobby Lobby. But the mall has been dying. The shops, the big stores have been moving out. JCPenney closed. Dillard's, I think, closed. They had a couple of other big stores in there, and they've been closing, and the poor mall is dying. Well, some development company purchased the mall, and supposedly they're going to turn it into, and they did that down in Hastings too, where we go grocery shopping, and they're going to turn it into like apartments and offices and stuff like that. So we'll see how that turns out. The one in Hastings, they're remodeling, they're keeping the theater, they're updating it, the theater, and they're going to have a grocery store and a senior living area. I think they'll do good. I don't know what's going to happen with the one in Grand Island, but we will see. But we kind of like the local news. I like the local news. I don't know a lot of the people, but I like to keep up with little things that are going on. We read my brother reads, and I do too, read the obituaries, see if we know anybody who kicked the bucket. Mina says, I want a paper newspaper. We got a whole stack of them in there, Mina. This one was already fussy cut. Poster stamps. Made and distributed by the Eastern Poster Stamp Company. And what was this? Oh, I think this was the artist's wife, Nancy Palmer Christie, was a model from some of Christie's most famous and successful recruitment posters. A testament to his eye for beauty, he was the sole judge at the original Miss America contest. A crown jewel of commercial art. Camel sign, puffed real smoke. I don't know what this is all about. He's painting a picture, though. I think that's why I cut it out. And I might have to cut it down a little for it to fit my page. We'll cut it here, but I'll probably have to cut it out more for it to fit in my book. Let's cut it here. And let's see, what else do I have? I have a tea bag. I got this little guy. Just a little picture of a guy, a little boy. I don't know. I thought I had a lot, but I might have to. What else? Oh, I have some more over here. I flung them over here. Here, I got more. I thought I had more. Some of these I can't use, but some of them I can. What are you doing tonight, Mina? Are you enjoying your St. Patrick's Day? Let's see what else is going on out here. Sherry Band says, I'm in a small town outside of Birmingham. Becky said, my mother-in-law gets so aggravated with our state paper as it's only part of the stories that end with, if you want the rest of the story, go to our website. I don't blame her. That would aggravate me. And I like the internet, but I when I'm reading something, I don't want to have to stop and go to the website to finish it. I don't mind people that, or stories that say you can read this story on our internet, but they haven't started the story yet. I don't mind that type of thing, but once you start reading it, you want to finish it. You don't want to have to. And then I can understand Becky's mother-in-law probably doesn't go on the internet. My parents never did. I can remember the first time I brought a computer. I rented a computer. That was way back in the late 80s, I think. I rented a computer from an office supply store. And I was staying with my parents at that time. I was between jobs. And I was showing my mom how to play solitaire on the computer. And she just thought that was something. Look at those cards move. Oh, dear me. It was a big thing back then. On Wisconsin. Oh, I cut this one out. We'll save that one. We'll save this one. And this one. And Jenny Lynn, I'm going to save her for something else, but I'm going to take this. Take that, and I'm saving these. I'm going to put these back in the book. This is a cluster I started. Theater of the Mind. And Around the World with Nellie Bly. I think I'll say it, sing it, or send it by wire. Here's the roller skating ones. I'm not ready to cut that yet. I'm not sure what's going on. I think I saved it for the false teeth. Oh, the false teeth. And yeah, let me put these back in the book. And we'll cut these and then we'll work in the little book. Okay, let's see. Let me refresh my chat again. Top chat, live chat. Sherry Van says, hey, we will make a way. We're creative. Cheryl says, hi, Pam. Calico says, Cart says, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Barbie, are you, let's see, let's go back up here. Barbie Barnum. Barbie, are you the Barbie that gifted me those watercolors? I didn't gift them to me, but let me get them. All right, was that you from Keisha's sale? Was that you? Do I have the right Barbie in my head? What are you guys going tonight? You are. I want to thank you for that. I really wanted those. Thank you so much for doing that. I had to leave. I had to leave. I just so appreciate it. So thank you so much. That was so much appreciated. I was hungry. I went and made me some supper, and Lori messaged me, and I think she told Keisha that I wanted them, but I want to thank you for doing that. Barbie, what happened was, to fill you guys in, Keisha was doing a speed sale, and when she does that speed round, I'm not used to, and I have a hard time knowing when she's going to say a code word and when she doesn't. And she had brought out a set of watercolors, and I wanted them, and I typed in real fast, watercolor me. Well, I'd already typed in watercolor me that I saw on my side, and Meri knows what they are, but the code word was color. And I'm going, well, I got the word color in there. You know, I really wanted those. Well, everybody else there said color, like they should have, or like the code word, but I didn't wait for the code word because if I wait for the code word, then I lose. You know, snooze, you lose. And I'm going to speed round, and she doesn't always use a code word. That's what bugged me. She doesn't always use the code word, and I don't know. I had to leave because. But then Lori, I didn't want to start a poo about it. Uh, I know some other times in there, she has allowed people who, somebody said, I don't know who it was, but I came right after them. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the letter was R and she typed a T. Well, Keisha honored that. She said, I knew what you meant. Well, you know, that was my reaction. Well, so I just had to leave before I got my mouth into trouble. So I really, and I didn't know that you did that until Lori messaged me, and I just really appreciate it. Thank you so much. She says, you're quite welcome. I have more watercolors than I could ever use. I know you'll put them to good use. Well, I have watercolors, but I wanted that set. I think that set was a Sennelier. I don't have those. And I really wanted them. I'm going to put this one back in. And that was a pretty good price for them. It was just a small set. But Sherry said, I'd go to Gulf Shores, Kathy. We could all meet there sometime. Barbie said, we'll use them in good health. Well, thank you, Barbie. I just want to thank you for that. That was just very kind of you to do that. And every time I use them, I'll tell you, Barbie, every time I use them, I'll think of you. I won't think of Keisha, I'll think of you. And I try to, like this was gifted to me, this desktop, this Tim Holtz desktop was gifted to me by Laura Vasquez. And the tiny attacher, and when I use that tiny attacher, and when people gift me things, and when I use it, I kind of like to say, oh, I got this from, and I kind of like to thank them over and over and over. So just be prepared to be thanked every time I use them. I'll say, I got these from Barbie. She made sure I got them. But I didn't want to cause a big to-do on that. So I just left for a while. Well, I'd already spent my budget anyway. Let's see. I'm not going to cut that big hat off. Well, maybe I will. I'll probably tear it when I paste it, but what did Brenda say? Hi, Lori. There's Lori. Yeah, Lori is the one who messaged me about those. Meri, did you want those? I just went and fixed me some supper. I was hungry. I didn't have any, or lunch. I didn't have any lunch. I didn't have any supper. I was hungry. So I went and fixed me some supper. I didn't want to open my mouth and cause a big ruckus for Keisha. Although I probably did by leaving, but I guess it was better to leave than to argue, so I left. Sometimes I get myself into trouble. Becky knows I do. I get myself into trouble sometimes. It's hard for Meri to stay out of trouble. Problem child. You're driving me wild. Did you guys remember that song from the 50s? You're nothing but a problem child. When I whisper in your ear, you pretend not to hear. Let's see. I don't know if these will fit in that book. Let's see. I don't think they'll fit unless I cut them apart. So I'm going to put this back in my book is a fussy cut. Most of the time it is. Right now, we're cold and muddy, Brenda says. Sherry says, okay, Brenda, Middle Tennessee is so pretty. Thank you, Allie K. Senelier. Allie K teaches me how to pronounce these hard words. Senelier and chameleon. I learned my lesson on chameleon. I know I was calling it Shyamalan or something, and Artie Dar got such a big kick out of that. I was mispronouncing chameleon. She wanted me to draw her a chameleon, and I called it a Shyamalan because I pronounced it like I saw. I'll tell you, when you go live, you can put your foot in your mouth, and you show people how ignorant you are at times, but that happens. All right, I'm going to cut these little pictures out here. I don't pretend to be smart. I am who I am, and I learn a lot from you guys. Let's see, I think the only picture I want here is this one. And I'll put this other page back in my book because I might want the text. And we'll see how many, let me put this in the book here. How many I have for the pages. Problem child, problem child. When I whisper in your ear, you pretend not to hear. That was a 1950s song. I used to sing it all the time, but that's all I remember of it. I'm just about done here. Allie K says, we understand, Mary. We don't expect you to say everything right all the time. Well, I don't mind being corrected because that helps me. What did you say? Senelier. In fact, I kind of appreciate the phonetic spelling of it. It helped me. It helped with chameleon. Only when I'm in a bad mood do I not enjoy being corrected. You know, sometimes I get in a bad mood. Like, I am who I am. Go away, leave me alone type thing. But I really don't mind it. I really don't mind. All right, let's see what I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's scrap. 10, 11. I might have to pull some more. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I've got 22. So I'll leave this for a title page or something. I'll count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uh-oh, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm going to have to do more. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. About 34, and I've got 22. I need 12 more. I need 12 more, approximately. Let's go back and look at those back ones that on the back page. Let's start from the back of the book. These are the pages that I cut out of the magazines. This is a January 18th B postcards. I mailed those. I mailed them on January 18th. Nailed 1/18/2023. Okay, there's Roy Rogers. Oh, so some of these I put back because they were too big. This one fits though. Oh, that one I didn't think fit in the. These are all too big. And oh, you know what? I'm at the front of the book. Let's go back this way. Okay. The Madam of the Mines. But I kind of like this Ace of Cards. Fast-dealing Lady of the Wild West here. I'll cut that out. I'd like to fill up this book. What time is it? It's 9:07. I'm only going to be on until 10. I won't get this book done. Pony Express. I'll get them cut out though. We're into the Wild West here. Gold Fever. All that glitters is not gold. Golden Onions. Here's Annie Oakley again. Gambling Gunfighter. Wild Bill Hickok. He's kind of a handsome guy, wasn't he? Wild Bill. Probably why he was doing his entertaining. I don't see anything that appeals to me in there for the little book. Ranchers and Cowhands. There's that Indian lady. I kind of like that. Let's take that. Indian. I've got 4 out of, I need about 10 or 11 more. Spreading the news, going places. Oh, here's some little things. The Battle of Gettysburg, some coins. Some coins, I can use those coins in there. I think I was cutting a coin book up. In God We Trust. I don't want to use all the coins. I'll save that dime out. I'll put these back with the other fussy cuts in the bag. Way back there, Mary. Alright, let's see what I'm doing. I have to have little pictures. It's not that these aren't interesting, they're just not little. Fit to be tied. Ooh, I love colonial art. I don't see anything that's calling to me. The painting below records one of Ida Lewis's many headlining rescues at sea. In her later years, Lewis was celebrated throughout the world for her bravery. Ida Lewis, the keeper of the light. That might be an interesting article to read. Yep. And this is cool. Flyover Nation. Yep, I get to reading them. I get to reading things. Spreading the news. A bit of Moscow on Bay, and I'm back to the Indians here. Let's see what. Merchants and traders. Hidden treasure. Well, that's cute. Little postcards, but they're in landscape. I think that's going to be too big. Little grocery sack. Gerber baby. Ding dong Avon calling. I'm back to Avon. I'm going to take the Gerber baby. And let's see how many I have. I think I'm back to where I was, where I quit. Because there's the Avon lady, which I found very interesting. All right, I've got 1, 2, 3. We'll count this as 4, 5. I don't know. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A Lone Ranger. 10, 11, 12. I might have enough. If I don't, I'll come look again later. I might have to finish this Sunday night. I'm not going to stay on late tonight. I want to get my rest. I've been pushing my body too much lately. And I need to get my beauty sleep at night instead of during the day. My Angie naps at night. I'll probably pop me some popcorn after chat, though, because I didn't have any supper. I had lunch. I had apples and peanut butter and salami sandwich. A salami sandwich with apples and peanut butter. I like those apples. They were nice and crisp. That was my lunch today. I wouldn't say that's cut the best, but it'll do. Let me look at chat again here. I gotta refresh my chat every now and then. It doesn't scroll like it should. To live chat. Cheryl says, I know I laugh at myself sometimes because I think, where did that word come from? Brenda says, after knee surgery, I asked my daughter to sharpen my toes. I wanted her to tie my shoes. It's funny sometimes, but it's mostly irritating. If I get flustered over it, I stutter sometimes. Oh, please sharpen my toes for me. I'll catch myself sometimes doing dumb things, but I'll catch myself. Like putting something in the freezer that doesn't belong there. And I'm going, uh-oh, I'm getting Alzheimer's. But they say if you're worried about getting it, you probably aren't getting it. It's just sometimes you get so much on your mind. And Barbara Owen was talking about caring for dementia in her stream. I caught a little bit of it. I didn't catch everything she did, what she was saying. But I haven't watched Barbara for a long time, and I had some time this afternoon, so I popped in there and listened to her. I like to hear her tell her stories. I don't know what's going on over here. Radio Oracle. I'm going to take the Lone Ranger here. And this is just going to be a picture book. And I don't know, I might do something. I might do something around these other than watercolor, because I don't want to just put a picture in there. I have to think about what I want to do with all of these. Now, Dee Dee would be doing making another world out of them. She says, make another world. And she does. Her collages are just awesome. We were looking at some of Dee Dee's collages in our stream this morning. Now this one, if I put it in, I'll have to put it this way. I may hold off on that one. It's kind of large anyway. And this one is a lady holding, is that a full house? No, it's four, wait. Oh, it's four kings and it's 4 kings and an ace in her hand. She's got 4 kings in her hand and an ace of hearts. I'll have to think what else I want to do on these pages. Cheryl said, that surgery sounded rough. I'm sorry, Brenda. Brenda says, I laugh about it most of the time. It's better now. 15 years ago, when brain surgery caused damage, it was bad for about 3 years. What's funny is my family got to the point that they understood me. We know what you mean, Mom. Yeah, it's just like when you type sometimes, people say, we read typo, we read Taiwanese. We understand. Yeah, it's not funny, truthfully, to have surgery like that. But sometimes some funny things, like, would you sharpen my toes for me? That isn't what I meant to say. I meant, would you tie my shoes? Don't get out the knife and sharpen my toes. Oh, you guys, I told you that I bought some upholstery needles to tap with because they've got large eyes. They're long. Well, they're different lengths, but they're generally longer than the regular tatty needle. I didn't buy them because of the length. I bought them because they have nice big eyes, but the points are sharp. The points are sharp. So I asked my brother if he would file down the points for me, and he didn't want to go down in the basement, and I don't blame him, to get the file. So he gave me this, he calls it a hone, H-O-N-E. He says it's to sharpen like your knives and stuff, but he says take that point and scratch it across. It's like a stone, it's a hone. And I did, and I can tap with those needles now because I blunted the sharp point on them. And I think one of them, I can, the biggest one has the largest eye, I think I can tat some yarn, some, not the thick yarn, but some of that thinner yarn, where they call it 2-weight or 3-weight. And I'm going to try to tat some of that just to see what happens. And I'm almost finding that I like tatting with the thicker threads. Especially while I'm learning, I have more control and I could see it better. And I'm doing now, and I was working on it today a little, I'm doing what I'm calling just a meandering motif. And I'm just doing rings and chains, and wherever it fits, it goes. And I just am meandering around with the tat. Brenda says, Cheryl, surgery wasn't all that bad itself. It's the after effects and relearning things that's been rough and kind of interesting. Man, I sure hope I don't have to go through that. I admire you guys that go through all of that. Man. All right, let's do the little Gerber baby. Little cutie pie. There's a story behind him. I don't know what it is, but evidently there's a story behind the Gerber baby. The little baby food baby. I'm not so good at cutting circles. I kind of butcher them, but now I got my Crayspire. I'm going to do a collab with Crayspire again, and they send me some free samples. And you guys, I can't wait to show you what I got. I can't wait to show you what I got because some of it's cool. I'm so disappointed that they took their waxes off the market. They had trouble getting them to the United States. And what I ordered off of their website, I expected to have to wait 2 or 3 months. It came within a couple weeks. It wasn't even 2 weeks. And it's here. So I can do my collab. And I can't wait to show you the things I got. I'm going to work on that this weekend. I hope I have some time tomorrow to work on it. I'm not planning on going anyplace. I'm resisting the temptation to drive up to Hobby Lobby, but I've got enough yarn. I really don't need any more. And I just to go because it's on sale. And it's probably, like Becky said, it was all picked over by the time she got there. One more coin. I think I'll save this one. Yeah, let's save this. It's not exactly, oh, well, it's on here too. Which side do I want? I think I want this side, it's shinier. But Crayspire has a stationery and papercraft section on their website. And they have, or at least when I ordered my stuff, they had a lot of things on sale. Their stamp heads are on sale, decent prices. And some of their acrylic stamps, and they had a lot on sale. And I don't know, I'll have to go out and look. I'll do that this weekend. But I was real happy with what I got. And I got everything. Everything that I ordered, I got. So I was very happy with it. And I can't wait to show you. All right. So I think I have enough or close to enough now. And it's 9:30. Let's get out. They're not Sennelier. But I did find that other watercolor. Oh, let me get it here. This set. I lost that set. I kept looking for it. And they were over on my cart, of course, out of view. And we're just going to splash a little watercolor on these pages. But I think I want to do more, too, than just paste the picture in. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. Let's get a little tear of paper. That's wax paper. That's dollar store wax paper. And I need some water. I drink this grapefruit juice all the time. Simply grapefruit. I love it. I love it. You pay about $4 for that, maybe a little over $4 now with inflation, but it's entirely worth it. If you can drink grapefruit juice, this is pure grapefruit, pink. No sugar. So if there's sugar in it, it's pure. It comes from the grapefruit itself. But I like grapefruit because I can drink it. I don't have any problems with grapefruit. Some people that have medication issues cannot, you know, not issues, but take medication cannot have grapefruit because it affects them. All right. So, let me get a towel. These, I don't know, these watercolors are AUWEN. They're either China or Japanese. I think it's probably Chinese. I got them off of, they were on sale on Amazon several months ago. And all I want to do here is splash watercolor. Let's see, I think I'll skip this page. This page is the inside of a celestial seasoning. You know how they kind of have those little liner papers? That's what this is. But these are tea bags. And I don't know if I'm going to put watercolor on all of the pages because some of them are kind of cool. And let's see, let's spritz my watercolor here. And it's coming out of the pans. I can't wait to try those Senoye. That was so nice of Barbie to do that. She was so kind. I'm spraying the water over here on my watercolors. I'm wetting them down. And for right now, all I'm going to do is, let's start with this yellow kind of, and I have to tell you, I like lots of color. I'm not somebody who likes. Now these are tea bags, so they should take the wet pretty good if you don't tear at them too bad. Because, you know, tea bags set in tea. And let's add some darker red to this. Orangey red. And this should soak through. We'll see what it does on the other side. Let's add some in here. All right, I'm going to dry this before I try to turn it. Teresa says, yes, Brenda, I've had epilepsy and grand mal seizures, which was not known in the 60s, so they did not know what to do with me. So far, I have lasted for years. Good for you, Teresa. Good for you. I'm sure I'm going to put my foot in my mouth and say, I think your face had a lot to do with that too. Just what I said. All right, let's see what it did on the other side. Oh, I kind of like it. It's kind of a, but I do think what I'll do is tear this wax paper in half. I don't need all of this. And let's put part over here. And I don't need as much here, but I want a little more color on this side. And I'm going to keep the same color. I'm just going to kind of add just a little bit more in here. These colors have nice pigmentation in there. Nicely pigmented. Ow. It's not wanting to turn. What are you doing? Get in there. But I think I want to do more on these pages than just watercolor and picture. I'm not sure. I'm thinking right now some gold leaf would be fun. Around the pictures, I've got all this gold leaf, but I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll have to hunt it out. So, but tonight I'm just gonna add some watery color here. And what time is it? It's 9:30. I've got about a half an hour to do this. If I don't get it finished, I'll work on it Sunday night. Let's do some blue here. Keep this away from that. No, I didn't get much on there. Not sure I like that. Let's try this. A little darker. I think I'm going to try a bigger brush. Let's try a round brush. See if this... Yeah. A little bit faster for me. And they don't have a lavender. I'd have to make my own. Try a little red here and that's a darker red, but let's add a little blue to it and see what I get. More of a brownish color, but that's okay. Well, maybe not. Let's just put red on here. I think that yellow had a lot of pigment in it. It was really pretty. This doesn't seem as pigmented to me for some reason. Maybe it's just my head. Those blues. There we go. Now, I'm going to have to dry it before I turn the page. And I'm just putting in background. I'm just putting in background here. But these are tea bags, so they should take the wet pretty good. But I don't think I want to do every page. Let's flip this over. And come on. I think I'll leave this. I think this is pretty good on the back here. Let's put this here. I'll leave some natural. Maybe some washi tape would be fun to play with in here with those pictures. I could make some washi tape too. Let's skip a couple pages. Let's skip several pages here. And let's do one down over here. Now I'm getting inspired. The washi tape inspired me. All right, let's go for a light tannish brown color because it's tea. And let's put a little of this yellow in there. A little yellow in here. Now I don't think that yellow is going to show much. Let me wash my brush out and grab some white. Yeah. I kind of like that. This is just providing a background, and it is watercolor, so it's not going to be permanent. If it gets wet, it gets wet. But that's part of the fun of it too. And let's swish this over. Turn it over. I don't think I'll have to do anything on the back of most of these. Dries pretty fast. It dries pretty fast. We're going to do this page. And let's grab a, I think there is a violet. It's not a, it's a purple color. What color is that? That's that phthalo green. I'll tell you, that phthalo green is the bane of my... Oh, this is a pretty green. This is the green I was looking for this morning. This was the green I was looking for this morning. I'm going to have to buy a tube of just more of a spring Kelly green. All I had in my other sets were phthalo green. Let me wash that brush out a little more. Grab this yellow. Maybe a little of this darker yellow, maybe. Oh. Now let's dry that. Yeah, I'm thinking some washi tape might be fun to use in here. Maybe some little bits of that sari that I got from Johnny. That sari cloth that I got from Johnny. She had a whole bunch of little bits and bops of sari ribbon. I'm liking these pages. I'm liking what's going on here. Let's go. Let's go to the back and then we'll do some more up at the front. Now, this is the back page. Let's do this small one. Ouch, that heat gun's hot on my leg. And let's see what color. Here's another green color. No, it's got it. It's a lighter green. I don't know if I got it wet enough here. I'm kind of liking that. Let's go to I don't want the phthalo green. Let's go to this tannish color. Tannish yellow color. Ouch. That heat gun's hot. Let's go to a brown. Screen. My water's getting dirty. Allie K says, I believe in you. It was hard. Talking about Teresa. She says, Allie K. No, Teresa, don't say that. One day at a time. Keep the hope. I believe in you, even if it's hard. What did Teresa say? Teresa say, I know, Allie. I feel the same way. There are more people that have a lot worse than I do. But fighting through what I have is why I pray for others. I can really, truly say I know how you feel. Yes. Sometimes just like, I get a little boo-boo and I'm going, let this pain go away. I don't know what it feels like not to have a headache. And I'm going, there are people out there that are suffering. And here I'm complaining about a little headache or a toothache. Now the eye thing, I think I had a reason to be a little scared, but because I'd never had surgery before. But there are people out there that go through a lot of health issues. Brenda said, my dad gifted me with a nail patella syndrome. My arms are crooked and my knees and hips aren't just right. At 13, I was told to be in a wheelchair by 21. I've learned to walk 3 times. No wheelchair yet. Oh, that's good, Brenda. You keep that up. You keep that up. Because, and I'm sure your doctor would say that too. You just keep it up. Oh, this looks like it's stuck to the page. Come on, it's just wax paper. No, we'll dry the other side. I like how this is soaking through these tea bags. There. I don't know. I want to do them, but I want to leave natural ones in there too. Let's do this set here. That heat gun's hot. Allie K says, I do. It's all I can do. My faith also gives me hope. Yeah. Allie K says, you know, sometimes you guys give me perspective on life. I feel bad about my own health issues sometimes, but it's nothing compared to what some of you have gone through. That's exactly how I feel, Allie K. What did Sharon say? Teresa says, yes, Meri, my faith has held me together through a lot of stuff in my life. I died 8 times at the age of 46. That's why I have a pacemaker, because I have 3rd-degree heart block. Oh my goodness, Teresa. You lost your heartbeat and you called that dying? Is that what you're saying? She said, I died 8 times at the age of 46. That's why I have my pacemaker. Sharon says, Teresa, my daughter has epilepsy and I know your pain. And Teresa says, I'm so sorry, Sharon. I will have you in my prayers. Yeah, you know, and I truly believe, I'm going to get religious on you guys. If you don't want to hear it, you're free to do what you need to do. But I truly believe that when we pray for each other, like we are now, when we share what we're going through and we pray for each other, I think that's exactly what God wants us to do. And I think he hears our prayers, and he may not answer them in the way that we expect or want, but he has a reason for everything that he does and everything that he allows. And just like what Teresa's going through now, there's a reason. We may not know what it is or understand it, but I can tell you, Teresa shares a lot on Facebook, faith-related things, and I enjoy it so much. And, you know, what she's posting and what she's saying and the things she's experiencing in her life as she shares it, what she feels like she can share, it blesses somebody else. It blesses somebody else. And sometimes it's just a little blessing. It blesses me, and I'm not going through anything near what some of you guys go through. But I think getting back to, I do believe very strongly that God hears your prayers. And like I said, he may not answer them right away. That's kind of an old cliche, but it's true. He may not answer them the way we expect him to. And, but be assured he hears them. He hears them. He hears you. And he has more love for you. And I truly believe this. Even for people that don't believe, I think they would be humbled if they knew how much love God has for them. They don't feel it right away, or they don't understand it. But if they could truly see the love that God has for them, I think that they would be truly humbled. So I'm off of my pedestal now. I'm off of my preaching, down off of the podium, whatever you want to call it. Off of my high horse. Sometimes I feel like sharing my faith. And I don't expect everybody to believe the way I believe. That's unreasonable. But I do believe that we should share where we are, because somebody else might be blessed by it. Somebody else might totally reject it, but that's life. That's what they, you know, that's their privilege on both sides of the fence. I'm going to put some white in here. Let's dry this off. I can tell you that my faith, as little as it is, has brought me through a lot in my own life. And a lot of my, I don't have a lot of health issues. I do have some health issues, but I don't have quite the same type of health issues that you guys are experiencing. But a lot of, for me, is mental. I have to work hard at staying positive. I have to work very hard at staying positive. And, you know, just staying positive, not getting down, and not getting down. I'm going to put a little more blue on this. Not getting down on myself. Maybe some white. Whoops. It's still wet. And it's clinging to that wax paper. So a lot for me is more mental, maybe spiritual. I have to keep myself in the Word. Read your Bible. Read your Bible every day, even if you don't feel like it. Read one verse, if that's all you can. If that's all you can do, pray that God would use that verse in your life. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have God to take care of me and watch over me. I don't think I would have made it. I don't think I would have made it past high school. Although most of my faith, I really didn't declare a faith until I was in college. I really didn't understand it all until it was explained to me by a sweet lady, and you know, I often wonder what happened to her. I've lost all track of her. Sometimes I wish that she'd show up again. I've tried to find her on the internet, but she's invisible. She doesn't go on the internet, evidently. But she led me to the Lord, and I prayed the salvation prayer, not really even then understanding, but I came to understand. I truthfully, you know, I truthfully made a decision. I did the ask Jesus into my heart thing, and I really believe that the Holy Spirit comes into a person's life when you pray that prayer. You know, Romans 10:10 says, he who believes in his heart and speaks with his tongue, he'll be saved. And I just believe it. It's my faith. So sometimes it's hard to share it with people because they think you're preaching to them. And I just, you know, my job isn't to preach to you or judge you or tell you whether you're going to heaven or hell, or that's not my job. My job is just to share what I believe and what my faith is. You know, what you believe is between you and God, and I'm not making any judgments. I'll make judgments for myself of what I believe, what's right and wrong, and if you want to know, I'll tell you, but what I believe for myself, but I'm not going to judge you because we're all on different journeys. I truthfully believe that we're on different journeys, and you may come to I'm talking to somebody who really doesn't believe now. You may come to believe later in life and go, oh, that's what she was talking about. That kind of happened for me, you know, after I became a Christian, after I asked Lord to come into my life and be a part of my life, he taught me things, and I'm going, oh, now I understand. And in a case, an example was that year that I accepted the Lord and, you know, became a Christian, declared that my Christian faith. I never understood the Lord's Prayer where it said, thy will be done. And I thought God will be done on earth. I don't know on what he's going to be done with, but he's going to be done. He will be done. And the lady who she really led me through Bible study. She said, no, that's not a verb. Will, God, the will is not a verb in this case, it's a noun. It's God's purpose will be done. His will is his purpose, and his plans will be done. It's not his action. It's not a verb, Meri, it's a noun. So you come to learn things. And another thing, I always believed it, but I kind of had a conflict with one of the churches up in Madison because, well, first of all, I believe in a rapture. I'm talking to Christians now. I really believe in the rapture, gathering in. I believe that God, at some point, we don't know when, but I think he's going to call us home. And I don't know if I'll be alive or dead or when it's going to happen, but I do believe, and I believe that the rapture is going to happen before the second coming. I believe I'm kind of a pre-tribulation rapture person, if you want to call it that. I don't believe God is going to let us suffer. We might suffer things before the tribulation, but I don't think we're going to go through anything near what the Bible says is going to happen during the tribulation. I think God is going to call his people home before that. And that's just my belief. Not all Christians believe that, though. Some Christians are you know, there's different teachings, but so sometimes you just have to let the Holy Spirit teach you and guide you and say, okay, God, if I'm not on the right track, please show me the right track. And I'm just kind of sharing with you a little bit about what I believe, but that's not really the important thing in your Christian life and sharing with people. What's important is you tell them that God loves you, and you tell them that God understands you. He understands what you're going through. He forgives you if you come to him and say, Lord, you know, I've sinned. I haven't done anything. I haven't been pleasing you. My life is, you know, my life needs cleaning up. And, you know, if you just ask his forgiveness, that's why Jesus died on the cross. Was, you know, John 3:16 says, God gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth him should not perish. So we're not going to perish, thank God, but have everlasting life. And I believe that so much. But, you know, I really didn't understand that verse until I was in college. I mean, I didn't think about it. I understood it, but I didn't really understand the impact of it. So I said I was going to get off my preaching, wasn't I? But all right, there we are. And I believe God heals. And if he doesn't heal, he's with you in whatever you're going through. Some of you have probably prayed for healing and haven't received it, but God's with you wherever you are. God's with you in whatever you're suffering. And he has a plan for you. All right. This has gotten a little too wet here. It looks like it's going to fall out. Looks like I didn't catch it in there. I'll probably put washi tape on that. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. So I am going to stop here. I think Sunday night I'm going to work in this more. And I'll probably put some more watercolor on some of these pages. And I'm going to start collaging in. I'm going to use washi tape. And I think I'm going to get out the gilding flakes. The gilding, I don't know. But I'm going to fill this little book. And I think I'm going to leave the outside just like it is because it's made out of tea bags. It's tea bags. I kind of like this red in here. Is this all I've done tonight? Fussy cut and watercolored these pages and preached to you. And if you guys, I'm sorry if some of you, if the preaching has bothered you. I certainly don't mean it to. I'm just sharing what I believe. I don't mean to judge anybody. It's not my job. Not my job. All right, we're just going to spread some of these out here. And I'd like to have this. And I'll come out and chat here in a minute. I'm going to get this set up for let me empty this water here before I spill it. Yeah, I guess I fussy cut tonight and did watercoloring. Let me bend this again. Kind of bend it open so that it lays flat. And let's just put some of these around here on the page. Where's the one with the... I had a young boy here someplace. Here, we'll do these ladies with the jeans. And we'll just kind of surround my book with fussy cuts that are going to go in there. And that will be my thumbnail. Oops, there's some legs sticking out there. There. Oh, here's one of the boys. Put him up here. Kind of arrange it so. All right, you guys, I want to thank you for spending your Friday evening with me. I know you could have been out partying for St. Patrick's Day. You could have been any place else online. I appreciate you guys so much. And I want to thank you for hanging with me on a Friday night. Sharon. Let me go down to the bottom of chat here. Chaz says, Brenda, is you being an awesome mom? Karen K. Hi, Karen. She says, Meri, thank you from the balcony. That was just what I needed tonight. I had a bad week. Well, Karen, let me tell you, I'm going to keep you in my prayers this week. A bad week, you know, we all go through it. We all get discouraged. I've had some bad weeks. You know, and I'm not a perfect person. Those of you who know me well online know I am far from perfect. I make mistakes. I say things that maybe I shouldn't say, and I regret it afterwards. But you know what? We're all human. And we all need prayer. So, Karen, you're going to be in my prayers. I'm going to put you at the top of my list this week. I need somebody to pray for. And you all have blessed me so much. You know, just your coming in and chatting and sharing with us some of the things you're going through. My goodness sakes. Well, I could say this over and over and over again, but it's time to say good night. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow's Saturday. And I've lost all track what happens during the day. But I know Saturday night, Beth Schuler is on. Sunday, I think I'm going to have to message Jamie and see if she's okay with it. Sunday, I think I'm going to get up real early and do the open collab prompt that Jamie has, Inside Out. And I'm going to see if she'll let me do it as a live. If I send her the link to, I'll set up my live. But I want to see if she's okay with that. like I do on my 4th Art Saturday. And I'll have it all done in an hour, so it'll be like from 4:30 to 5:30. And it'll be all over with by the time you guys wake up. So, let's see, what else do I want to say? Sunday. Sunday, is it Sunday evening that, oh, Sunday morning, I think Paint Girly comes on. And I kind of forget what time. I think it's like, is it 10 Eastern, 9 Central in the morning? I think Paint Girly comes in. Sunday afternoon, I don't know if Tanya's doing her streams again, but if she does, she comes on around 12 or 1. And I'll be back Sunday night, and I think I'm going to work in this little book. I want to get some mailing ready to go. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, 11 a.m. on Sunday Eastern. Thank you. Thank you, Lori. So it's 10 Central, 11 Eastern that Paint Girly comes on Sundays. And I think Tanya I think she's streaming again. I'm not total sure. And then I'll be on Sunday evening at 6. So good night, everybody. God bless you and have a great weekend. Go out and enjoy the world around you. Bye, everybody.